Been doing jiu-jitsu for a while? Then you're no stranger to lower back pain. Honestly, it could be any number of things going on. Usually the psoas muscle could be caused by an imbalance, an injury, not training properly, not protecting your core in the right way. But I guarantee you, if you've been training for any length of time, you know the feeling of that lower back pain. What I'm going to do right now is give you a routine that I've worked on for the last few years. It takes very minimal amount of equipment and space, and what makes me, we'll call it functional. I got to give a shout out to my man Dino Del Mastro at Trilogy Wellness over in Los Gatos, who's been working on me for years, keeping me healthy, keeping me on the mats, keeping me competitive. First routine we're going to work on is a cat and cow stretch. You're going to start off with your shoulders directly over your hands, your hips directly over your knees. Keep your back parallel to the ground. Now the cow stretch is fairly simple. You're going to go ahead, taking a big deep breath in through your nose, expand your diaphragm out, taking as much air as possible. The cat stretch is the exact opposite. Now go ahead and exhale through your mouth, pull your diaphragm in, feel free to arch your back. Big deep breath in through your nose, cow stretch. Exhale through your mouth, cat stretch. Notice that my arms and legs stay in position. The only thing that's moving up and down as I do a cat and cow stretch, inhaling through my nose, exhaling through my mouth, is how I flex my torso along with my breath. I like to start off my routines actually doing this anywhere from 30 seconds to 1 minute. From there, we can go ahead and work into pointer locks. Starting with your shoulders directly over your hands, your hips over your knees. I'm going to go ahead, take a deep breath as if I was doing a cow stretch as usual. But now when I exhale, what I'm going to do is reach out. One arm, opposite leg, fingertip to heel, jiu-jitsu foot on this, keeping my legs and arms parallel, and hold this on the exhale. Taking that deep breath, and then go ahead, opposite arm, opposite leg, fingertip to heel, reach out, stretch, extend, make it as long as you can right here. You'll notice as I do this, I'm going to keep my arm, leg, and back relatively parallel to the ground. Go ahead and reach back, extend out with your leg, extend out with your hand. Once again, I like to do this in sets of either 30 seconds to a minute, paralleling what I did on the cat and cow stretch. This next routine is also for my lower back. I'm going to go ahead and lay on the ground as flat as I possibly can. I will push my lower back into the ground. And I like to go ahead and push into the wall with my hands, just so I have something to push off on to help keep my back flat. Keep your legs at a 90-degree angle. Jiu-jitsu feet, toes up, lead with your heels. And go ahead, one at a time, keeping your back flat on the ground. Just go ahead, touch the ground with each foot. Doesn't have to be very fast. I like a slow, controlled motion to get the maximum amount of stretch into this. Breathe as you do this naturally. And you can run this routine about 20 times. Each leg. Where I usually find the wall to push off on right now, I'm going to do it from here so you can see how flat my back remains against the ground and how I keep my leg bent at this 90-degree angle, just moving my hips. "20 times with each leg should be good. This next routine is for my hips, inner and out. I'm not being a doctor, I don't know the exact medical terms for this. First thing we're gonna do is a half plank leg raise. When I say half plank, I'm just gonna go between my elbow and my knee and go ahead, plank like so. I'll take my top leg, make sure my foot is turned so my foot between my toe and my heel is parallel to the ground. Now I'll go ahead and make this motion 20 times with each leg. It helps strengthen my hips and my lower back. Again, half plank. Keep a straight line in between your elbow and your knee. Top leg, reach out, parallel with the ground. Lift that up. I'll be honest, building my ability to do this motion up to 20 times on each side was a huge factor in my rehabilitation for my lower back. But when I first did this, it took me a long time to build up to that number. Do what number you're comfortable with on each side, and then look to better it each time you go. 998, 999, 1,000. I personally find this next one a bit easier, but now it's working the opposite side of your hip. The inside hip, again, I'm not a doctor or a trainer. I don't know how to fix anybody, I only know how to break people. Take your top leg, bring your heel into yourself as far as you can. I try to keep it close to my heel. Take your bottom leg, reach out as far as you can with your heel, jiu-jitsu foot, pulling your toes in, and keep your foot parallel to the ground. Now you can go ahead and just simply lift that up 20 times. I don't know, it's from years of keeping my guard closed, but I find this motion much easier than the previous motion from the outer side. Again, not a doctor. You can try to get 20 of these in your routine on each side, and that's pretty good. This next bit I learned from our last judo instructor, Remy Patoki. I hope I'm pronouncing your last name right. But anyway, this one helps build up lower back strength quite a bit. Find yourself a comfortable spot on the wall. Have your outer leg posted out. You're going to take your inner leg, go ahead and just pull your knee up to your chest as high as we'll go, and then bring it back down to the opposite side. Notice as I do this, I'm not touching my foot to the ground. Jiu-jitsu foot, as if I'm stomping something through, up, then down, up, then down. Notice I'm doing this, I'm keeping my posture good, my shoulders over my hips in line with my feet. You know, when you first showed me this, I thought, that looks easy. Trust me, it's not. Try that 20 times, each leg, see how that makes you feel. But I'll tell you, after the initial, okay, I felt a lot better doing it. For the last final stretch that we're going to go ahead and do right now for your lower back, it's going to take a little bit of equipment, but fortunately everybody that does jiu-jitsu should have this in your collection. This is going to consist of 3 routines on each side, and you're going to go through this twice. You're going to go ahead, catch your foot in your belt like so for the A, but the key when doing these stretches is you're going to extend both legs. So you want both legs to be active as you do this right now, okay? Exercise 1 is simply bringing your legs straight up towards yourself, keeping your knee locked out, and holding that for a slow 20 count. Once you finish that off, you'll go ahead and do that with the second leg. Slow 20 count. Again, notice that my opposite leg, even the one I'm not pulling on, is still active. Jiu-jitsu foot leading out with my heel. I'm in the habit of doing this against the wall, so my supposedly inactive leg is pushing against the wall as my active leg is working out. Secret to the stretch is activating both legs. 20 seconds each leg. Now we're going to go ahead and bring the leg to the outside, pulling that in. 20 slow count again.
Notice how my opposite leg is still activated, leading the thigh heel, pulling my toes into myself. Go ahead and make the switch. Straight out. Go ahead and pull that one in.
This last one's a doozy. Now we're going to go ahead and do the same thing with one leg.
And we're going to bring this across the opposite side, trying to keep both shoulders on the ground. You're going to feel this in your hamstring, your lower back, groin, literally everything. Slow, 20 counts. Do the magic of video editing, we're on the opposite side.
And there we go. Now the secret is run through that routine twice.
Straight up, both sides, to the outside, both sides. Again, make sure you keep that opposite leg active, reach out with your heel. Here it comes, the opposite side. Whoa. I'm willing to bet the second time you get to this part, you'll notice an increased range of mobility here.
And there you go. A simple back stretching routine that would work at any level of jiu-jitsu for any level of back pain. I'm not a doctor. That you can do with minimal equipment and minimal space. Happy training!